Before going to start the lesson, I would like to introduce the topic, what is climate. So in this lesson we are going to discuss about the atmospheric condition prevail over our country India. Okay. So what are the concepts we are learning in this lesson? That let us see what are the concepts we are learning in this class. Seasons. Now we are going to discuss about what is climate, what is weather and what is season. The next concept is the elements of climate and weather. And the next is the variations of climate of India. These are the concepts we are going to learn. First, let us see what is climate, what is weather and what is season. Climate refers to the sum total of weather conditions and variations of a large area over a long period of time. Now I repeat again. Climate refers to the sum total of weather conditions and variations of a large area over a long period of time. Of a large area means of a country. And over a long period of time means minimum 30 years or more than 30 years of a span of time we have to study the weather conditions. That is called as climate. Now what is weather? The weather refers to the state of atmospheric condition of a particular area at a particular time. I repeat again. Weather refers to the state of atmospheric condition of a particular area at a particular time. Suppose for example, what is the weather condition of Visakhapatnam today in the morning or today in the afternoon? So, of a particular area, that is of a particular city or town or village, at a particular time. It can be in the morning or afternoon or in the evening or in the night. This refers as weather. Now, what is seasons? What is season? The general pattern, the common pattern or generalized weather condition, the common pattern or generalized weather condition prevailing for a few weeks or few months is referred as season. The generalized or common pattern of weather condition prevails for few weeks or few months is referred as season. For example, the sunny or the windy, the rainy or wet or dry condition, the rainy condition or dry condition, the hot condition or cold condition, whatever it may be. When it prevails for few weeks or few months, then it is referred as season. So this is what climate, weather and season. We equally learn about the elements of climate and weather. For both the climate and weather, the elements are the same. Okay. What are the elements of weather and climate? Let us see. The first element of climate and weather is temperature. We all know that we receive the heat from the sun. The heat from the sun is referred as temperature. Next, atmospheric pressure. The next element is the atmospheric pressure. What is atmospheric pressure? Atmospheric pressure is nothing but air pressure. The pressure of air. And the next element is the wind. We all know wind is nothing but air. The movement of air. And next is the humidity. Humidity means the amount of water vapor present in the air is called as humidity. We call this also as moisture, which is very important for precipitation. And next important element is precipitation. These are the 5 elements of weather and climate. Now, let us see what is the type of climate of India. The type of climate of India is called as monsoon type of climate. Monsoon type of climate. So monsoon is a word which is derived from the Arabic word mawsam. Arabic word mawsam. What is the meaning of mawsam? Mawsam means the seasonal reversal of wind direction. What is the meaning of mawsam? The seasonal reversal of wind direction. Yes. So what is seasonal reversal of wind direction? Means in one season the wind blow in one direction, and when the season changes, the blow of the wind changes its pattern. This is what is called as seasonal reversal of wind direction, which is observed over the mainland of India. That we will learn detail in the next following concepts. Okay. Now let us see what is the next important concept is variations in climate of India. Though the elements of climate and weather are the same, there we can observe the variations in the climate of India. So let us observe these variations. Variations means changes, differences. Let us observe these differences or changes by taking two examples, that is temperature and precipitation. The examples we are taking are temperature and precipitation. How the temperature and precipitation varies from one area to another area in India. Okay. Let us learn about the variations of climate of India by taking two examples as temperature and precipitation. Now let us see the example of temperature. Okay. We all know that the season of summer is very hot. Okay. Now let us see how the temperatures in the summer vary from one region to another region in India. Now let us see the place Rajasthan. Thar desert is an important physical feature of India which is situated in Rajasthan. In Rajasthan, in summer, the temperature rises to 50 degrees Celsius. The temperature rises to 50 degrees Celsius in Rajasthan in summer. But at the same time, the same summer season, the temperature in Jammu and Kashmir, like in Pahalgam, the place of Pahalgam in Jammu and Kashmir, there the temperature will be at only 20 degrees Celsius. 20 degrees Celsius. The season is the same, summer, but here the temperature is 50 degrees Celsius, but here the temperature is only 20 degrees Celsius. These are the variations we can observe. Okay. Apart from this, the temperature of coastal regions. Especially in the coastal regions, the summer temperatures will be between 40 to 45 degrees of Celsius. What are the coastal regions of India? So there we have two coastal regions, that is the western coast and eastern coast. So whatever the coast may be, both in the western coastal and eastern coastal regions, the temperature varies from 40 degrees to 45 degrees is the highest because of the sea effect on the land. That we will learn in detail in the next part of the lesson. Okay. Now coming to the precipitation. The precipitation is nothing but rainfall. Rainfall. So what is the variation in the rainfall of India? So there we can observe some areas receive heavy rainfall, some areas receive very heavy rainfall, but at the same time in the rainy season some areas do not receive any rainfall and very minimum rainfall. Suppose for example, the areas of Western Ghats regions, especially Kerala, Karnataka and Maharashtra, which are situated in the Western Ghats region, especially in the wind side of Western Ghats, receive heavy rainfall during the southwest monsoon region. The rainfall may be the 400 centimeters. The rainfall may be, annual rainfall may be 400 centimeters. Sorry, Start. Okay. Now, the same temperatures in winter. In winter, the temperatures in the coastal regions will be between 20, the minimum temperature will be between 20 degrees to 25 degrees of Celsius. 20 degrees to 25 degrees. But at the same time, in the same winter season, the temperatures of Jammu and Kashmir will fall to minus 45 degrees Celsius. The places in Jammu and Kashmir falls to minus 45 degrees Celsius in winters, but whereas in the coastal regions of India, that is in the western coastal regions or eastern coastal regions, whatever it may be, the temperature varies, the minimum temperature varies from 20 degrees Celsius to 25 degrees in winters. These are the variations we can observe in the temperature in the country. Now, let us see the precipitation. The precipitation also varies from one region to another region. Some areas receive heavy rainfall, some areas receive very heavy rainfall, and some areas do not receive any rainfall in southwest monsoon season, and some areas receive very less rainfall. Especially, first we learn what are the areas that do not receive rainfall in southwest monsoon season. The Tamil Nadu region that does not receive any rainfall, most part of the Tamil Nadu do not receive any rainfall during the southwest monsoon season, which we call as rainy season. That does not receive any rainfall. So Tamil Nadu receives the rainfall in the period of October to December. October to December. But rest of the country receives rainfall during the period of June to September. June to September. This is what is called as southwest monsoon season. But in the southwest monsoon season also, some areas receive heavy rainfall, like western coastal regions receive heavy rainfall like 200 centimeters of rainfall. But at the same time, in the northeastern states like Meghalaya receives 400 centimeters of rainfall, that is the places of Cherrapunji and Masinram, which are situated in Meghalaya, receive very heavy rainfall like 400 centimeters of rainfall. But at the same time, Rajasthan region receives only 10 centimeters of rainfall. These are the variations in precipitation in the same season in different regions of India. Now, we continue the next concept in the next class. Thank you.